welcome back. Thank you so much for being part of this program where we focus on people and workplace. And we believe that as we continue to work, to interact with one another, as we continue to learn together, we are becoming better every day, and God is pleased in whatever we do. And we are discussing today about that, cultivating that positivity so that we can nurture the joy that we need as we work together, as we interact with one another at workplace, wherever God has placed us, so that we can always enjoy what God has given us. And we were talking about that joy and being contagious.
Yes.
And you can't hide it. If you don't have it, we'll see you don't have it.
Yeah.
How much you try to fake, we'll still see you don't have it.
Yes.
And we want to say that as an organization, we want to create that positive physical and social work environment so that this joy can be nurtured. So that even as you come with it, it is nurtured.
Yes.
If you don't have it, somehow it can develop and it's nurtured. And we want to design a workplace that inspires joy and creativity. How can we do this?
An environment that will nurture this joy.
Yes.
We can start even with physical things. Just the way you design maybe your office or your shop or wherever you are working from. It can go even to things like even the colors you choose, the lighting, how much natural light do you have? You know, natural light has something that just makes you just come out of that bad mood. Also, even you can bring in some other things like live plants or flowers. Just the environment where you sit in your office and those things they add fresh air and some colors. For example, if you are in a dark room, maybe painted black and dark, not enough light, your mood will sink, and continually being there, you'll start finding yourself, you're also becoming very dull and gloomy. So these physical appearances, they also
help to nurture.
They help, nurture that joy and that positivity.
Yes. Yeah. That is very true, because I think our senses are very key in some of these things. Because however much this joy is coming from within, it needs to be nurtured.
Yes.
So that it's sustained and continue to be contagious and affect others, as we said. Considering that we are working with others. And I agree with you. I'm a person who believes in natural light. Even I'm in the house and it's quite, it's getting to the day. Without thinking, I would normally just open there. I feel there's something that it brings to that nature, that natural is very good. And also in any workplace, maybe you create collaborative and comfortable common areas.
Yes.
You know, like when people are taking tea, have like a common area whereby they don't have to take tea at their desks.
Yes.
Can they sit at a round table for a few minutes, take tea? Because some organizations have gone even to an extent of just to maintain these positivities and the joy of working, creating that our tea time is between 7 and 7:15, and we're taking this tea there. It's not really just to make it maybe rules and make it so hard, but they're deliberate to ensure that they maintain that positivity, because it's nature. When people come together, there's something that it brings.
It's true.
So as you come together, you have your cup of and we know very well we have times we need to go back to our desks, and also takes us away from that routine thing that affects our brings us together. We seem to enjoy, and people will talk to one another. They'll have a word there, something they'll even laugh within that environment of taking tea. Then they say, oh, it's 1:15, we need to go back, and they'll take the cups and go. But you realize that environment you're creating is nurturing that joy that they have, even at the positive as they work for you.
Human beings are social beings. Yes. So any moment you get for socializing, it doesn't matter how short, and you meet other people who are also positive like you are, it will always it will always nurture that joy.
Yes. Yeah. And also these are the things of where you encourage the positive social interactions. You see, like when people do team buildings.
Yes.
These team building activities that people are taken out, and even some other social events, you realize that they help they bring in some other joy off our desks. And the moment we go back to our desks, we have some more energy.
Yes.
We feel if you could do this for us, taking us off our desk just to give us some time off and learn through activities, interact with one another, be able to interact between levels, because when you go like team buildings, it doesn't matter your level, you're brought in together and you're able to, it shows a lot of it links to us to what we were talking last time, that concern and well-being, and definitely it brings joy to me. It helps to nurture the joy in me, and I'm going to enjoy working more in such a situation.
Sure. Also, maybe the way we communicate.
Yes.
Even in those forums like team building and all that, we are able to, you know, in an office it's more of a very formal. But when we go out there, somebody can even get a chance to tell you, by the way, Beatrice, I'm going through ABCD.
Yes.
And that also will enhance the joy that is in them, that maybe could have been robbed of by a certain circumstance. Yeah.
That is nice. And also have that, you know, that culture I talked about last week, about care. That culture of kindness, that culture of inclusivity, it helps to nurture this joy.
Yes,
it shows it helps us to nurture the joy in people. As you link this together, you always say in an organization there is nothing that is very separate from each other. No, they are intertwined. You realize this one and this one comes together. So as you link what we were discussing last week about that love and respect, if that is well practiced, it will bring this joy. It will help you to nurture the joy inside your people, and it's going to have a very good environment of work.
Sure.
And also the other thing, you know, humor. Let's say being there are people who are very humorous naturally.
Yes.
They don't struggle. And when you find that you have a team member who is humorous, it is a plus. It's a plus. Even when you sit in a meeting and maybe the meeting is very very intense, because most of the business meetings, however much you're celebrating successes, you always get it bringing some stiffness somewhere, stress somewhere. So, but humor, even in such moments, is important.
It's true.
It gives joy.
They say laughter is medicine for the bones or the heart. So
the Bible
it's good. Those light, those light moments are very good, and laughter outbursts, they make us. It's like oil to the joints. And I think as a manager, if you realize that you have a team member who laughs, a team member who always bring some humor somewhere, don't be so rough on them. But of course it has to be harmonized. It can't be so you can't come to the office and all of what you're doing is laughing all the time. But the work we're doing, of course, cannot make it, cannot give us point to laugh all the time. But that is something that you should also embrace. It's true.
When you don't have anyone, feel like you really, it's like a small gap there. Because they help us to maintain joy within the organization. And also definitely it has to be harmonized to ensure it doesn't go off.
It's true.
It doesn't become disrespectful. It has to remain within the business lines. Because I always say, in any point, if it's a workplace, it's always good to remember as an employer, employee to an employer is a formal engagement. However much close you tend to be, however much easy the environment shows, you know, but it's a formal relationship.
It's true.
And that is why you put boundaries.
In whatever some people who can really go overboard. Now it becomes like it's a joke. We've come here to joke. So that balance is very important. Balance in life is very important. You don't go too much into the laughter, in the jokes. Even somebody will come in and wonder, what kind of an organization is this?
What happens here?
What happens here? So it's good to strike that balance.
That balance is important. And the other thing is, when you're thinking about the joy that comes to us, always remembering that we are people of we are multifaceted as a human being. This balance between work and home and whatever else we are doing. I know it's usually a very delicate discussion, because someone may say we can never have work-life balance or life-work balance. But I think for someone to have that joy, or to nurture that joy, as an organization, it's good also to recognize this person has another life.
Yeah.
So that even if we are so much engaged and we have so much to do, we still don't forget that this person requires some time with the family.
It's true.
This time requires, if for example, I got an emergency and I have to communicate to the organization, I need to address this.
Yeah.
How can you accommodate me?
Yeah.
Maybe I require, we have a, for example, we schools are opening. The schools requires parents
Yeah,
to go
to
for
go there.
open days, something they call
Yeah.
such. And how can we accommodate this
Yeah.
without misusing it? How can we balance such?
Yeah.
So that I also don't feel like my other life
Yes.
is never
It's-
taken care of.
Yeah.
What matters more is my employer.
It's true.
Then I lack that joy of serving,
yeah.
or it's not nurtured. So how do we balance? Such balances
Yeah,
need to
it's-
come
it's,
into place.
It's very important because at the end of the day,
Yes,
it's the whole of you.
it's a whole of me.
If one part is ailing or
Yes.
lagging behind, it will also affect your productivity in this organization. So we have to balance it.
Yes.
We have to be wise and we have also to know who is taking advantage of this.
Yes,
That wisdom is very important so that we don't pressurize people so much. I
Yes.
can't attend my child who is sick. I can't attend this and that. And it is very important.
Yeah.
And also a person who is always taking advantage.
of course.
His child is ever sick.
Now that one becomes
They never
another
get
story.
well.
Yes,
Yeah. So it's a balance that we need to strike.
And I think if it is well discussed within the organization,
Yeah.
and it's very clear what is expected between the two parties, I think the employee should not take advantage also.
Yeah.
If you take advantage, there are consequences.
Yeah. There are
Employer
consequences.
also, how far can I go
Yeah.
as an employer? What can I do to help you?
Yeah.
What can I accommodate, or what can't I?
Accommodate.
Yes, because so that we can be able to enjoy working.
Yeah.
Because we are human and we need that joy. And I'm telling you the fact that when I enjoy what I'm doing, because I'm really happy, have that joy. I'm looking forward. Definitely, as an organization, you excel.
Productivity will go up.
Yes.
It will go up, and at the end of the day, both the employer and the employee will benefit.
Actually, an employee who is joyful working for you
Yeah.
is a great asset.
Yes. Sure.
We have very few minutes, like a minute to go. Maybe you can give us your final words as we...
Yeah. I want to go back to the Bible.
Yes.
The joy of the Lord is our strength. So if we lose that joy, we will lose the strength.
Yes.
So let us also always go back to God and ask Him to strengthen us, to even to help us sustain that joy.
Yes.
Because once we lose the joy, then the strength is gone. And without strength, the Bible also says if you fell in the day of adversity, your strength was small. So we have to
Yes.
guard that joy so that our strength can be there and be able to move forward.
You're right. Not
Yeah.
Paul told the Philippians to rejoice always.
Yes.
And again, there is
Say
instances that will
rejoice.
cause us not to rejoice, but we choose to enjoy what you're doing. And we pray that the Lord will help us as we move on with this year, that you're going to enjoy what you're doing. We are going to rejoice as we work wherever God has placed us. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. God bless you. See you next week. Continue rejoicing.